Well, Magen David Adom is Israel's largest ambulance services, blood services, and also Israel's national society affiliated with the International Movement of the Red Cross. Magen David Adom is the largest volunteer organization for the Holy Land. We have more than 30,000 volunteers. If you compare it to the number of paid staff, it's only about 3,500. So for each nine volunteers, we have one paid staff. And what's amazing about it is, although the name of the organization is Magen David Adom in Israel, Magen David Adom is Israel. Because if you look on the people that are volunteering in the organization, you can find Jews and Christians, Muslims and Druze, men and women. So the diversity is so big that it actually allows us to be accepted within the entire parts of the Israeli society. So what we do, we actually operate any emergency vehicle that can get us fast to a patient or somebody who is in medical distress. So first, a fleet of more than 1,500 ambulances. Just in a comparison, the largest private ambulance company in Israel has about 100. So yeah, it's not even comparable. And this is what the state of Israel, the Holy Land, has to deal with threats. But not only ambulances. We operate hundreds of motorcycles. We call them medicycles because they are operated by medics and paramedics, and their aim is to get fast to a scene, provide the medical attention, and then allow the ambulance to gather and evacuate. But more than this, in the Sea of Galilee, we operate a boat. In the Red Sea, we also operate a boat. So if, God forbid, something happens in the middle of the Sea of Galilee, then we can get there. We operate ATVs, and we operate special vehicles for evacuation of many casualties from mass casualty incident. Any mean that enables us to get faster to a scene of an incident or to have more people treated, Magen David Adom will implement it into our operational system. So ever since October 7, 2023, Magen David Adom has been preparing for a large-scale war in Israel. We understand that, first of all, maybe international assistance will be blocked because the airport will be closed. So we have stored medical equipment, water, and food rations for many months ahead. This is the first thing that we did. We extended the number of ambulances that we operate because we understand that roads might be blocked by tens of thousands of rockets being shot from Lebanon, from Iran, from Iraq, from Yemen, and this is why we won't be able to send ambulances from the let's say from Jerusalem to the northern border. So we have more ambulances near the border themselves. We train our people to work in what we call an isolated island scenario. Meaning, those are the ambulances that you have, this is the manpower that you have. Now, think of how you respond better without having the umbrella of the entire organization next to you. On how do you report back if you don't have cellular communication or radio communication? Our methodology is use those motorcycles in order not only to provide medical assistance but also to have communications between our teams. We purchased generators. We are holding storage of both diesel and water, for drinking water for our people and diesel for the ambulances and the generators. So this is in-house. This is what we do inside the organization. And if we are talking about how to enhance the response, so we are training the communities in Israel. We train communities, we equip them with medical equipment, so if, God forbid, they are attacked, they can respond first. understanding that response might be delayed because of blockage of roads and because of the intensity of the war. Last but not least, we understand that Iran and Hezbollah and the Houthis in Yemen might attack strategic installations in the state of Israel, which might result in a prolonged blackout times. That means no electricity in Israel. And we are backing our entire systems, double backing them, in order to make sure that the entire computers will work, that the communication will remain as much as possible. And actually, 3 weeks ago or so, we had the CrowdStrike glitch that influenced computers all around the world. And you know what? Magen David Adom was prepared. We just immediately initiated the blackout scenario protocol that we had, and were able to maintain the services for the people of Israel without any further means to take. So at the end of the day, sometimes you prepare for one thing and you get to respond for something that you weren't expecting. Nevertheless, when you are prepared, when Magen David Adom is prepared, then we can respond for anything that comes. Magen David Adom trained the entire paramedics for the state of Israel. So whether you are going to work as a physician assistant in the hospital and you are trained as a paramedic, Magen David Adom will do this. If you are going to work on the field with Magen David Adom in the National Emergency Medical Services, you'll be trained by Magen David Adom. And also, if you are going to be a military paramedic, so all the military paramedics are trained by Magen David Adom, and this is not the only cooperation that we had with the IDF. When the war started, we actually provided blood to the IDF. So Medivac helicopters uses blood that is supplied by Magen David Adom. And in order to have more efficient service for the people of the IDF, for the soldier of the IDF, we said we will place a special refrigerator for the IDF in the hospitals. If they are using units of blood, all they have to do is go to the refrigerator, pick a unit of blood, and store it in the helicopter. Now, we are now using a whole blood as units of blood. A whole blood means that the unit of blood is not divided for three components, the red cells, the plasma, and the platelets, rather than being tested and delivered to the soldier. This method or this kind of treatment is actually learned from the American Army, from their experience in Iraq back in the war then. And the IDF has proved that there is about 50% decrease in the mortality of IDF soldiers in this war only, just because they are provided with whole blood that is collected by Magen David Adom, delivered by Magen David Adom, with the experience of the American Army. So usually within 24 hours we get 5,000 emergency calls. We work very hard in order to make sure that each call is responded in a matter of seconds, and this is monitored constantly. Right now we respond for each call within, let's say, not more than 5 seconds. So if in Israel you call the equivalent to 911 in the US, within 5 seconds you have a paramedic online explaining to you what are the life-saving procedures you have to do. The entire emergency dispatch centers are backed up. That means that if you are calling from Jerusalem, you might be answered somewhere in the city of Haifa, because you get a response from the most available call taker throughout the country. This is what allows us the minimal response time, and the entire country has the same dispatching system. Thus, we are able to locate the most available ambulances to a specific call. Usually it's the closest one, and then automatically send them. Basically, if you are comparing Magen David Adom to a live organism, so the heart of the organism is the women and men of Magen David Adom. They are the professionals, they are the most dedicated. The limbs of the organism will be the ambulances, the motorcycles, the helicopters, the boats. But the mind of this organism will be the technology that we implemented in Magen David Adom. We are using AI features in order to send ambulances automatically without the intervention of a human being. Done very, very quick. We use a machine learning processes in order to predict where the next call will come from. We actually divided the Holy Land for polygons, and the system tells us, listen, from this and this polygon, we expect that there will be an emergency call coming within the next hour. So we send an emergency response unit to be in the vicinity of this polygon. And if and when this emergency call comes in, then there is Magen David Adom team nearby that can respond very fast. Yeah, this is crazy. And you know what? This prediction system is usually right, because it's based on history of many years, of tens of years of collecting the data and understanding what are the trends. Magen David Adom advice deals with two preparedness processes, which are different yet parallel. First of all, be familiar with where is your nearest shelter. Pay attention to the home front command directions. Currently, they are the same as they've been for the last months. Nevertheless, maintain, and if a siren is heard, act according to this direction. Our second recommendation is undergo a first aid training by Magen David Adom. We have implemented a very short training for 3 hours that it trains people how to provide medical assistance for the first 5 minutes until the ambulance gets there, dealing with trauma, dealing with sin. It's a short training. Nevertheless, it gives you the notion of what to do, and it makes you feel that you can assist anybody that is in need. So be trained with first aid, and always keep the home front command instructions. They are saving lives.
That's great.
Time ago, there were two very senior terrorists that were killed. One of them is Hezbollah, second in command, that was killed in Beirut. Israel has taken responsibility for killing this person. Just to make sure that everybody are aware, this person was directly involved in targeting civilian population in Israel. He was commanding it. He was the one that is responsible for the destruction of the northern part of Israel in the last 10 months. In addition, in Iran, the head of the political part of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, was killed as well. Nobody has taken responsibility for this. Nevertheless, Iran is blaming both the United States and Israel for being involved. And this is why both Hezbollah and Iran are threatening in retaliating to this, the killing of those people. So, according to what's published in the media, because actually nobody has a definitive answer, Iran will use all its proxies in order to attack Israel, and all its proxies meaning from the northern part, from Lebanon, militias in Syria, militias in Iraq. Iran itself, because Iranian leadership said that they will attack from Iran itself, and the Houthis from Yemen. Iran has actually built a ring of fire around Israel, and they threaten to shoot on Israel right now. That means that Iran keeps threatening 10 million Israelis in distracting them. We know that the United States is very much involved in political moves, many things behind the scenes, but also that the U.S. has sent aircraft carriers and many troops over here because of the commitment of the United States of supporting and protecting Israel. We are in a standby period. Nobody really knows what will happen, and we do understand that if Iran will retaliate from 5 different fronts, this might cause damage in a colossal magnitude. This might cause hundreds, if not thousands, of wounded, and this is why everyone are preparing. Magen David Adom role as Israel's national ambulance services will be to get to each and every point of a missile hit, and this is why we keep preparing, that we keep training our people and we train the communities as well.